90-Day Fiancés Sarper and Shekina finally reveal if they're getting divorced amid tell-all drama. 90-Day Fiancé couple Shekina Garner and Sarper Güven responded to divorce rumors after revealing marriage problems at the tell-all. Sarper and Shekina's journey began during The Other Way Season 5 with the Turkish man revealing his bad boy past. Sarper shed his old ways for Shekina as he moved to the US in 90-Day Fiancé Season 11. The couple ended up getting married on a bed. Shekina and Sarper admitted their marriage was already on the rocks within a year of getting married at the reunion, but does it mean they're getting divorced? At 90-Day Fiancé _Alexa shared a clip from Shekina and Sarper being interviewed for the Sarah Fraser show where they were asked to address their divorce rumors. "We're happy. We try to be happy," Sarper replied. He added that while getting married is a difficult thing, they're still trying their best. Sarper mentioned how they have problems and a lot of ups and downs, but they still love each other. Shekina spoke about how neither of them actually wanted to get married. Sarper had been married before, and they thought they could live forever happy together without having that commitment. However, they had to marry because of the K-1 visa. Shekina admitted that it was something that scared both of them, and they had a betting since it was the least scary place for them. What Shekina saying they never wanted to get married means. What's causing problems between Sarper and Shekina? Shekina and Sarper previously spoke about how they never wanted to get married during their debut season. They didn't think they needed some kind of documentation to prove their love and commitment to each other. Still, Shekina kept flying back and forth from Los Angeles to Istanbul to be with Sarper, and it was getting hectic. It was an expensive affair for Sarper as he struggled to book female clients. Shekina didn't trust him around other women, but she also wanted him to pay for her flights and expenses in Turkey. Eventually, they thought it was best for Sarper to relocate to America. He developed cold feet one too many times and almost gave up. Sarper didn't like being dependent on Shekina. He craved independence, but it looks like he's finally standing on his feet as he stars in stand-up shows and conducts fitness workshops. Shekina and Sarper have always had arguments on 90-Day Fiancé and almost broke up. Sarper has yet to discuss what the problems in their marriage are. Our take on Sarper and Shekina possibly still having marriage problems. What's next for Sarper and Shekina on 90-Day Fiancé? It appears that Sarper and Shekina will appear in 90-Day, The Last Resort Season 3 next. They are dealing with issues that are worse than the ones that 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After couples have. There might be something that still holds them together as they navigate life together after 90-Day Fiancé Season 11. Hopefully, therapy helps them figure that out. 90-Day Fiancé's Shekina Garner gives big relationship update with Sarper after tell-all confession. Shekina Garner from 90-Day Fiancé is revealing whether she and Sarper Güven are still together after confessing to marriage problems at the tell-all. Shekina from Los Angeles and Sarper from Turkey met on a dating app ahead of their The Other Way Season 5 debut. Shekina traveled to and from Istanbul several times before Sarper proposed to her, and the couple filed for his K-1 visa. Sarper arrived in America in 90-Day Fiancé Season 11. And that's where most of their relationship problems began. Sarper reluctantly married Shekina and, at the tell-all, admitted he regretted it. Shekina has been eagerly answering fans' questions in real life, letting them know her relationship status with Sarper now. Shekina conducted a Q&A session on Instagram recently. One of her followers asked Shekina, via 90-Day Fiancé _Alexa, about her and Sarper. They hoped that Sarper and Shekina would still be together, and it lasts forever. They told Shekina not to let anyone bring her down. Shekina shared a sweet selfie with Sarper and their pet dog as a response. She also told the fan, "Thank you," suggesting she liked them complimenting her marriage to Sarper. What Shekina confirming relationship status with Sarper means. Sarper and Shekina's marriage hit a breaking point early on. Sarper was unhappy with his new life in America, mostly because he felt restricted and controlled by his partner. He was used to a playboy lifestyle back home, which he gave up for Shekina out of love. However, Shekina still had trust issues. She even tagged his location using an AirTag hidden in his car keychain. Sarper also got cold feet thinking about his first marriage, which had quickly ended in divorce. During the tell-all, it had been 4 months since the couple's wedding. On Christmas Day, Sarper took off his wedding ring and left it on a table in their apartment. When asked why, he explained that Shekina had kicked him out, and he spent 10 days living in a rental, less than a month after their wedding. At the tell-all, Shekina admitted, "I feel like he doesn't truly love me if he can so easily get up and leave." She wanted unity in their marriage, but felt disconnected. However, a recent selfie Shekina posted with Sarper suggests their relationship has improved since that difficult moment. Our take on Shekina and Sarper repairing their marriage after tell-all. What's next for Shekina and Sarper after a rocky start? Shekina told the cameras that her biggest fear had come true, as everything changed after she and Sarper got married. In April 2025, she also shared her feelings on social media, stating that she had no plans to return to the franchise. Her comments sparked rumors that she and Sarper might appear on The Last Resort next, given the intensity of their relationship issues. For now, the couple seems to have resolved their problems without therapy, but it remains to be seen what's next for the controversial 90 Day Fiancé pair. 90 Day Fiancé star Sarper Güven served with $100,000 lawsuit on stage at comedy show. Show promoter accuses him of fraud, defamation and more. A video circulating the interwebs shows 90 Day Fiancé star Sarper Güven looking shocked as he was served legal documents while on stage last week at a California comedy club, and now the Ashley has all the details about the lawsuit filed against the Turkish reality star. The Ashley can confirm that Sarper was, indeed, sued last week following cancellations of several of his upcoming stand-up comedy shows. The lawsuit was filed on July 22 in Los Angeles by Hypomania Productions and its CEO Lisa Sunstedt. In the complaint, which has been exclusively obtained by the Ashley, Lisa states that she is seeking $100,000 in damages, plus interest on those damages and attorney's fees, and is accusing Sarper of breach of contract, fraud, defamation, and more. A proof of service summons, also obtained by the Ashley, confirms that the envelope Sarper was handed while on stage was, indeed, notification that he is being sued. It confirms that Sarper was served, by the man in the video, at 9:40 p.m. on July 24 at the Grand Comedy Club in Escondido, California. Instagram user @MaryPants posted a video of Sarper being served last Thursday. On the second slide in the post below you can clearly see a man approach Sarper, hand him an envelope and seemingly say, "You've been served." In the complaint, Lisa details why she's accusing the 90 Day Fiancé star of each offense. For breach of contract, Lisa states that she and her company, Hypomania, had a written contract with Sarper that was signed in April. The contract, which was submitted as evidence to the court and has been viewed by the Ashley, states that Sarper wishes to expand his entertainment career in the area of stand-up comedy and other comedy-related performances and hired Lisa, a professional and experienced comedy performer, comedy writer and comedy teacher and manager of comedy performers, to help him. The contract stated that Lisa would be Sarper's head writer for 6 months, and would have the exclusive right to produce Sarper's first comedy show in Hollywood, which was to be called Sarper and the Pretty Funny Women. The Pretty Funny Women is the title of Lisa's own long-running comedy show. Sarper and Lisa agreed to equally split the door profits from the first 3 shows and then negotiate from there. In the complaint, Lisa claims that on or around July 21, Sarper failed to perform as required, and instead performed in public on his own, which Lisa states was in violation of their agreement. She also claims that Sarper canceled the scheduled performance they had arranged and then colluded with the venue management to circumvent the agreement. She also stated that Sarper made disparaging statements about her without cause. Lisa is not happy that she and her company were allegedly conned out of the money that Sarper's performances were due to bring, as well as the money she says she spent working to bring Sarper's dream of being a stand-up comedian to fruition. Hypomania has been deprived of the revenue from the scheduled performance and has invested thousands of dollars in time and out-of-pocket costs in an amount to be proven at trial, the complaint reads. Plaintiff Sundstedt has suffered damage to her reputation and damage to her brand as a result of defendant's conduct. For the second accusation, Lisa states that Sarper is indebted to her and her company for the amount she put into Sarper's career, which she claims is $27,500. For the third cause of action, Lisa accuses Sarper of fraud, writing that the Turkish reality star agreed to let her provide him writing and promotional services, as well as professional advice, which Sarper agreed to take. She also states that they agreed to let her have certain exclusivity to performance rights. Lisa stated that she believes Sarper had no intention to honor the agreement and immediately took the benefits of plaintiff's services, efforts, and out-of-pocket expenses that plaintiffs paid on defendant's behalf. She claims that this constitutes as fraud because Sarper knew he wasn't going to follow their agreement and just wanted to squeeze all of the effort and knowledge he could out of her and her company. Defendant, at the time of entering into the agreement, intended to gain information and knowledge of the industry from plaintiffs, and agreed to certain performance exclusivity rights in exchange, with no intention of honoring his agreement or allowing plaintiffs to recoup the time, energy and out-of-pocket to be expended, the complaint reads. Lisa added that she spent many hours in conference calls with Sarper, wrote an entire performance of original material for the benefit of Sarper, and spent money on promoting and marketing the comedy show. Because of all this, Lisa is asking for at least $50,000 in damages here, with the actual amount to be decided at trial. Finally, Lisa accuses Sarper of committing intentional tort, stating that he badmouthed her and her company in multiple ways. She states that on July 18, Sarper did communicate verbally and in written form, disparaging and defamatory remarks to third parties impugning plaintiffs' honesty, integrity, and ability. In doing so, defendants damaged plaintiffs' reputation and good standing in the industry and further damaged plaintiffs' existing business relationships. While it was not specifically stated in the complaint where Sarper allegedly badmouthed Lisa/Hypomania, he did make a few posts to Instagram stories before the July 19 comedy show informing fans that he was canceling, while also implying that someone's dishonesty was the reason for him doing so. Every day I'm still learning in this country not to trust people, Sarper wrote after apologizing to fans for canceling. He then stated that his canceling had nothing to do with venues, one of which was the Grand Comedy Club. I would like to perform in the future in both, Sarper wrote. Sarper's wife Shekina also posted to Instagram stories, defending Sarper while also bad-mouthing someone whom she blamed the cancellation on. Neither Shekina nor Sarper ever actually mentioned Lisa by name here, though. He was really excited to show you his set, on the 19th, Shekina wrote. Unfortunately there are some evil, jealous snakes in this town looking to prey on anyone they can. Sarper has not yet filed a response to the lawsuit, however, a case management conference has already been set for November 20th. It was such a shock, 90 Day Fiancé's Shekina reacts to Sarper's surprise wedding band during the tell-all. In an exclusive interview, Shekina and Sarper open up about the unexpected proposal moment, their unique betting wedding, and what's next for their relationship after the Season 11 tell-all. 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, Heroes and Villains. 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 was truly one for the books. Season 11 featured 6 international couples as well as the franchise's first ever throuple. While all 7 of the relationships from this season are still going strong, some faced more obstacles than others. As with every 90 Day Fiancé, some cast members finished the season as heroes while others emerged as the villains. Here is our official take on the heroes and villains of 90 Day Fiancé Season 11. Stevie Nicole and Mahdi Al-Sadi, heroes. Stevie Nicole and Mahdi Al-Sadi were one of the most genuine couples on Season 11. From the beginning, it was clear that Stevie and Mahdi shared a unique love. Mahdi is the first 90 Day Fiancé cast member from Iran, a country with a complicated political landscape. By coming to America from Iran, there was a possibility that Mahdi could never safely return. Nonetheless, he took the risk for Stevie and moved to Mississippi for her. Throughout the season, Stevie and Mahdi faced minor obstacles. Maudie was concerned by the possibility of Stevie being bisexual, but they were ultimately able to move past it. At the end of the season, Stevie and Maudie got married and are still going strong. Stevie and Maudie are the perfect example of love having no limits, which can be rare on 90 Day Fiancé nowadays. Greg Chilek and Joan Khrushchev, heroes. Another inspirational love story on season 11 was the relationship between Greg Chilek and Joan Khrushchev. Greg and Joan met by chance in Uganda when Greg took a trip to see a friend. They had an instant connection and Joan later moved to New York to be with Greg. Joan's decision wasn't without sacrifice, however, as she left behind an NGO that she had worked incredibly hard on. Some of the biggest challenges for Greg and Joan this season were Greg's employment struggles. Greg eventually landed a job, however, which helped solidify his relationship with Joan. Despite their differences, Greg and Joan worked together to strengthen their relationship. While